Picture this, you're standing on the deck of what you think is the ultimate luxury yacht. Then suddenly a shadow falls over you. You look up and there's another yacht, so massive it blocks out the sun. Your luxury vessel, it could literally fit inside their tender garage. Welcome to the brutal reality of wealth inequality, where the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire isn't just a few zeros, it's an entirely different universe of existence. I'm about to take you on a journey through two worlds that exist side by side, yet couldn't be more different. From the insane hobbies that would make your jaw drop, to vacation destinations that don't even appear on Google Maps, to the secret meetings that literally shape our world. Let's start with something relatable, hobbies. We all have them. Maybe you collect sneakers, or you're into photography. Millionaires, they take this concept and absolutely obliterate it. Take Eminem. While you're buying comic books at your local shop, he spent millions building one of the rarest comic collections on Earth. We're talking first edition Superman comics that cost more than most people's houses. Robert Downey Jr., he doesn't just buy classic cars, he completely rebuilds them from scratch, turning vintage beauties into eco-friendly masterpieces that would make Tesla engineers weep. But here's where it gets wild. Drake literally bought an entire abandoned amusement park, not to flip it for profit, just because he wanted to restore it and make it operational again. Imagine having so much money that you can resurrect dead theme parks as a weekend project. Now I can wrap my head around these millionaire hobbies. Expensive? Absolutely. But at least they make sense. Billionaires, however, have completely lost touch with reality. Elon Musk made enough money to retire his entire bloodline for the next 1,000 years. What does he do? Decides it would be fun to colonize Mars. Not as a business venture initially, as a hobby. He literally wanted to become an interplanetary travel agent because Earth got boring. Jeff Bezos, not to be outdone, thought, you know what the world needs? A 500-foot tall clock, not a regular clock. One that will supposedly tick for 10,000 years. He's essentially building a monument to time itself, hidden in a mountain because apparently regular watches aren't impressive enough. Bill Gates, trying to be the helpful billionaire, dropped $200 million on a machine that turns human waste into drinking water. While noble, imagine having so much money that you can casually revolutionize sanitation for entire continents as a side project. But the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman takes the crown for the most absurd project. A $500 billion reflective wall city in the middle of the desert. We're talking about a 105-mile long mirrored wall that people will live inside. It's like someone watched a sci-fi movie and said, hold my oil money. The pattern is clear. Millionaires have expensive hobbies. Billionaires reshape reality itself. Vacation destinations, from hidden gems to literally hidden planets. When millionaires want to escape, they seek out Earth's most incredible hidden gems. They'll anchor their yachts in Toyama Bay, Japan, just to witness beaches that glow blue from bioluminescent organisms nature's own light show that looks straight out of Avatar. They travel to Madagascar's Avenue of the Baobabs, where 2,800-year-old trees stretch over 100 feet into the sky, making you feel like you've stepped onto an alien planet. The Salar de Uyuni salt flats in Bolivia create optical illusions so mind-bending that reality itself seems negotiable. For the conspiracy theorists among millionaires, Egypt's ancient sites offer mysteries we still can't explain. Want something more romantic? The lavender fields of France provide Instagram-worthy backdrops that cost more to visit than most people's annual salary. And when millionaires want to party? Ibiza, Spain, but not the Ibiza you know. They're accessing exclusive clubs and experiences that regular tourists will never see. There's also the Meteora monasteries in Greece, built on impossible cliff faces using elevators so sketchy, they make modern safety regulations cry. But billionaires? They've graduated from Earth. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin literally sells tickets to space for a few $1,000,000. While you're looking at vacation photos, billionaires are looking down at the entire planet from orbit. They're experiencing the overview effect, the life-changing perspective shift that astronauts describe when seeing Earth from space. Back on Earth, billionaires vacation on private islands in the Maldives, where they have an entire island to themselves. We're talking $27,000 per night, complete with private chefs who can prepare any cuisine on the planet, butlers who anticipate your needs before you have them, and activities that would make luxury resorts weep with inadequacy. There's also Portofino, a former fishing village that's now an exclusive billionaire hideout. It's so exclusive that the only way to access it is by yacht. They literally keep out anyone who doesn't own a floating mansion. It's economic segregation by water vessel. When billionaires want to see ice, they don't just go to Antarctica. They spend $2 million on 16-day expeditions to the most remote parts using private planes, helicopters, and yachts. They're visiting penguin colonies that scientists struggle to reach and can literally stand at the South Pole. The ultimate billionaire vacation? A 26-day around-the-world private jet tour hitting every wonder of the world and UNESCO site, staying in 5-star accommodations with fine dining throughout. Cost? Over $8 million. That's more than most people will earn in their entire lifetimes for a single vacation. The events that shape our world. Where power really lives. Millionaires attend events we all dream about. Front row Super Bowl seats where you can feel the impact of 300-pound athletes colliding. Courtside NBA final seats where you're close enough to see LeBron's hairline situation in detail and actually interact with players during the game. The Met Gala is interesting because it reveals the hierarchy even among the wealthy. Tickets cost $50,000, but they won't sell them to just any millionaire. You need to be famous, not just rich. But if you're a billionaire, money talks loud enough to override celebrity requirements. Billionaires attend events that most people don't even know exist. The Concorso d'Eleganza Villa d'Este in Italy, the most prestigious car show in the world, where the 50 greatest automobiles of the year are displayed like art pieces around Lake Como. Sports team owners don't just watch games. They're shooting around with players during warm-ups and celebrating in locker rooms after victories. They're part of the show, not just spectators. But here's where things get dark. Billionaires attend meetings that literally shape global policy. The World Economic Forum isn't just a conference. It's where global elites decide the direction of human civilization. When they talk about building back better or the Great Reset, these aren't theoretical discussions, they're planning sessions. Even more exclusive is the Bilderberg meeting. Roughly 150 ultra-wealthy elites from North America and Europe who gather annually to discuss politics, finance, education, and media. They claim they're not pursuing world domination, but leaders from these meetings have literally stated their desire for one world government. These aren't conspiracy theories, these are documented meetings where the world's most powerful people coordinate their influence over global affairs. The fact that most people don't even know these meetings exist proves their powerness. Transportation, from luxury to physics. The average millionaire drives a Mercedes E-Class for daily use, around $70,000 of German engineering comfort. When they want to flex, out comes the Lamborghini Huracan, the most popular supercar among millionaires. With its V10 engine hitting 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds and topping out at 192 miles per hour, it's no wonder gold digger pranks always feature Lambos. Billionaires laugh at these budget choices. Their favorite supercar is the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, a one-off masterpiece created for Bugatti's 110th anniversary. 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds, top speed of 248 miles per hour, and rumored to be owned by Cristiano Ronaldo for $19 million. But here's the thing, Bugattis aren't even the most expensive cars billionaires buy. That honor goes to the Rolls-Royce boat tail. Only 3 exist, each costing $28 million. It's designed to feel like driving a yacht on land, complete with a built-in picnic set, champagne cooler, and yes, an umbrella compartment. Because when you're spending $28 million on a car, you need somewhere to store your umbrella. Some billionaires collect gold versions of everything. Gold Bugattis, gold Lamborghinis, gold Rolls-Royce Phantoms. It's like Midas syndrome, but with horsepower. The dark side, privileges that reshape society. Here's where the wealth gap becomes truly disturbing. Rich people don't just have more stuff. They have different rules. Golden passports allow millionaires to invest in countries and gain residency rights, letting them bypass immigration laws that apply to everyone else. They get priority boarding, and if flights are overbooked, their frequent flyer status means someone else gets kicked off instead. Billionaires take this further through lobbying, literally donating money to politicians to influence laws in their favor. Tax codes, business regulations, real estate laws, they're all shaped by billionaire donations. It's legal bribery that creates advantages exclusively for big business owners. The future, playing God with technology. Perhaps the most disturbing difference lies in healthcare and life extension. Millionaires spend on personalized health programs, supplements, and monitoring. For $200,000, they can have their entire body cryogenically frozen at Alcor in Arizona, hoping future technology will revive them. Billionaires are funding research that borders on science fiction. Jeff Bezos started Altos Labs with the goal of reversing aging entirely. Their scientists have already reversed cellular aging by 25 years in mice by reprogramming adult cells into young cells. Think about the implications. If billionaires achieve biological immortality while the rest of us age and die, They create a permanent god-tier class in society. They're not just hoarding wealth, they're potentially hoarding life itself. The uncomfortable conclusion. The difference between millionaires and billionaires isn't just mathematical, it's categorical. Millionaires live upgraded versions of normal life. Billionaires live in a completely different reality where physics, laws, and even death itself become negotiable. They don't just have more money, they have more power, more access, more influence, and potentially more time on Earth than the rest of humanity combined. The next time you see a millionaire's lifestyle and think, that's crazy wealth, remember, to a billionaire, that millionaire is closer to you than they are to them. The gap between a millionaire and a billionaire is so much larger than the gap between you and a millionaire. We're not just talking about wealth inequality, we're talking about the evolution of human society into completely separate species. And the scariest part? This gap is growing larger every single day. The question isn't whether this is sustainable, it's whether we're witnessing the emergence of a new form of human civilization, where a tiny elite live as gods, while the rest of us remain mere mortals, scrambling for the scraps of their reality. What do you think? Are we heading toward a future where billionaires become a separate species entirely? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending content about the world's hidden realities.